What's up, interweb? This is a review of the class from Wednesday, September 15th. Now, we're going to be doing a factoring by grouping. Quadratics, Q-A-D-R-A-T-C, are in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So if we have 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, if we have this, then A would be 2, B would be 7, and C would be 6. Now, up until now, what we've done is A, the number here, was 1. We just didn't write it because we didn't need to. But what happens if A is greater than 1? What we have to do is we're going to take the linear term, the middle term, and we're going to split it up. Now, the first thing we do is A times C. So in this case, it is 2 times 6, which is 12. Now we want the factors of 12 that combine together to give us 7. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, there it is there. 3 and 4 is 7. Now what we're going to do is we're going to split this linear term up into 2 terms. Now we're going to put the 3 over here next to the 6 and the 4 next to the 2. So we have 2x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 6. Now again, all we did was we took the 7x and we split it up into these two. Now why did we put the 4 over here by the 2? So we can factor out a 2. If we put the 3 over there, we couldn't do it. So now we're going to group these together. We're going to group these two and these two. This also equals 0. We didn't need to do it right now. Now what can we factor out of this first term? 2 can factor out of there, and x. So we have 2x times x plus 2. Now look, do this backwards and make sure you did it right. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x, so we're correct. Plus, don't forget the plus in there. Now what can we factor out of these two terms? 3. Open x plus 2. Right? We can factor out a 3 out of each one of these. So, and again, do it backwards to make sure. It only takes a second. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. So we're correct. Now we're going to take this and this, 2x plus 3 times, oh, but before I forget, these two have to be the same. If they're not, something went wrong. Now there's 2 of them, but we only need 1. X plus 2 equals 0. These are the 2 factors. And that's basically all there is to it. And again, what are we doing? We're splitting up the linear term into 2 terms, grouping them together, and then factor out what we can factor out. Okay, what if we have this? 3a squared. Keep my big fat ugly finger out of the way. Plus 10a plus 7. Remember, the first thing we do is a times c. This is a, this is B, this is C. So we have 3 times 7 is 21. Now what are the factors of 21 that add up to 10? 1 times 21, 3 times 7. Okay, so we have 3a squared plus, now which one do we want to put, which one of these factors of 21 do we want to put next to the 3? The 3, not the 7. So we have 3a plus 7a plus 7. Okay, and again, all we did was we took the 10a and we split it up into these two terms here. Now we group them together, equals 0, equals 0. Okay, now what can we factor out of this first one? 3 is common to both, and a is common to both, so we can factor out a 3a. Why is my hand in the way? Let's see if we can do this. 3a times a plus 1. 3a times a is 3a squared. 3a times 1 is 3a, so we're correct. Now what can we factor out of here? 7. And again, these two are the same, so we're probably correct. Now we put these two together, 3a plus 7 times a plus 1 equals 0. Right? Right. Okay. Okay. What if we have this? 15c squared plus c minus 2. And again, the first thing we do is a times c, which is 15 times negative 2, which is negative 30. Now we want the factors of negative 30 that combine together to give us 1 c or just c. So we have negative 1 times 30, negative 2 times 15, negative 3 times 10, and negative 5 times 6. There we are there. 6 minus 5 is 1. Now which one are we going to put next to the 15? The negative 5. So we have 15 c squared minus 5c. Now remember, all we're doing is we're splitting this linear term up, the middle term, into these two factors, plus 6c minus 2. Okay, we're going to group these together, group these together. Now what can we factor out of this first term here? 5c. What's common to both of these? 5 and c. So we get, what is that, 3c minus, now 5c times what is 5c? 1, right? Plus, and what can we factor out of these two? 2. Open 3c minus 1. These two are the same, so we're probably correct. Now 5c plus 2 times 3c minus 1, right? Okay. I've got to get a cough drop here because my throat's so scratchy. Okay. 8d squared minus 14d plus 3. Now again, we do 8 times 3, a times c, which is 8 times 3, which is 24. Okay? Now the linear term's negative, and the last term is positive, so we want these two, negative 8 and negative 3. We're going to split the negative 14 up into these two. Oh, what do we get? Negative 1 times negative 24? No. Negative 2 times negative 12. There it is there, huh? Now, which one are you going to put next to the 8? You can really do either one. But what do we want to put next to the 3? We want to put the 12 because they're both factors of 3. So we get 8d squared minus 2d minus 12d. Now again, all we're doing is we're splitting this up into these two, plus 3. Now we do groupage. Ain't no such word as groupage, stupid boy. Okay, and what can we factor out of this? 2d. 4d minus 1. Right? Right. And what can we factor out of here? Negative 3. Open. 4d minus 1. Okay, you have to kind of think ahead a little bit here to make sure that these two terms are going to come out the same. So we have 2d minus 3 times 4d minus 1. Okay? Okay. And we're going to kind of switch gears here a little bit. Sum and difference of cubes. And don't be a hater here. These aren't difficult. They just look like they are. Sum of cubes. Now, what are cubes? Cubes, excuse me. Cubes are like 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2 raised to the third power, which is 8. 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64, I think. Those are cubes. And of course, x cubed, that's a cube, and like that. And sum of cubes is, the formula is x cubed plus y cubed equals x plus y times x squared minus xy, just the opposite of what this is, plus y squared. Okay? That's the formula. And let's do one of these. What if we have 64a cubed plus 20. No, I'll tell you what. Let's do a simpler one than this. A cubed plus 8. Okay, this is a perfect cube, obviously, because it's cubed. And 8 is a perfect cube. 2 times 2 times 2. So, x cubed plus y cubed x plus y, x squared minus xy plus y squared. Now look, if x cubed is a cubed, we want to know what x is, so we can put it in x and y. If x cubed is a cubed, then what is x? A. Right, take the cube root of those. We'll talk more about cube roots and square roots and all that next week. And y cubed is 8. So if y cubed is 8, then y is 2. Now all we have to do is plug these numbers in. X is a plus 2. Okay, we're just going to plug in the numbers into the formula here. X squared is a squared minus xy. Xy would be a2, but we typically write the numbers first. It doesn't make any difference. 2a plus y squared. Now if y is 2, y squared is 4. Is there anything else we can do here? No. No, that's our answer. Okay, what if we have this? 64a cubed plus 27. So now if our x cubed is 64a cubed, then a is the cube root of this. The cube root of 64 is 4. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And the cube root of a cubed is a. And y cubed is 27. Therefore, y, what am I doing? This is supposed to be x here, I'm sorry. And y is, so if y cubed is 27, take the cube root of, in other words, what number times itself is 27? I think it's 3. Sorry, I'll do better. No, I probably won't. Okay, now all we have to do is plug it into this formula. We have x plus y, x squared minus xy plus y squared. These problems, they get a little bit longer, but they're really not any more difficult. What's our x? 4a plus 3, right? X squared is, that's 4a times 4a, right? X squared, so that's 16a squared. Everybody see that? If x is 4a, then x squared is 4a times 4a, which is 16a squared, minus xy. X is 4a, and y is 3. So we have to multiply these two things together. Minus 12a plus y squared. Y squared, or y is 3, so y squared is 9. Okay, just go slow with this at first. They're really very simple. Okay. Now the difference of cubes. Now the difference of cubes is x cubed minus y cubed. Okay, that's the difference of cubes. And that equals x minus y, x squared plus xy plus y squared. Okay? And so if we have m cubed minus 8, there's our x cubed, there's our y cubed, right? Right. So if x cubed is m cubed, then x is m. And if y cubed is 8, then y is 2. 2 times 2 times 2. Right? Right. I have to do this, otherwise I'm going to get fouled up. Okay, what's our x? Our x is m minus y, which is 2. X squared is m squared plus xy plus y squared. Y is 2, y squared is 4. And that's all there is to it. Okay. Now, let's see. Here's one that's a little bit more difficult, really not very much. 8. What is wrong with my equipment? If we have 8p cubed minus 27, difference of cubes, both of these are perfect cubes. If this is x cubed and this is y cubed, so if x cubed is 8p cubed, then x is 2p. Cube root of a is 2. Cube root of p cubed is p. And y cubed is 27, not negative 27, just 27. Then y is 3. Okay? So we have, and our formula is x minus y times x squared plus xy plus y squared. Now all we do is just plug in the numbers and do any multiplication if we have to. X is 2p minus 3, okay, x, y, x squared. X is 2p, so x squared is 4p squared, right? Right. Plus xy, 2p times 3 is 6p. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus y squared is 9. Okay? That's about it. Okay. All right, y'all take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Bye, Bonds.